my name is Tori, this is Noble Life, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have some beach reads to share with you. So summer is coming up and I was asked to join this collab to talk about some beach reads. So thank you to Hannah Blackwell for asking me to join. There's a whole bunch of us posting some beach reads recommendations today, so you can go check them all out. I'll have them tagged in the description box below. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the recommendations I have for you. Now, I'm very excited to talk about these books because I think they're all vacation-y. They take place maybe during the summer. They just give you those light and fluffy, easy read vibes, and I personally love that. So the first one is actually a college-ish romance. I say college-ish because one of the characters is in college. It is Bittersweet Heart by Helena Hunting. So this is the second book in this series, but you can read them completely out of order. I love this book because of the way our characters meet. So our female character is actually a professor at the college. She's becoming a new professor in the upcoming year, and our main male character is, I think he's going into his senior year, and he's on the hockey team, and they meet at a lake house. Like, a lot of the college goes to like this lake house and they spend, you know, the summer there and they just hang out, paddleboarding, all this stuff like that. And our main male character meets our female character when she is paddleboarding and she's just like laying out sleeping on her paddleboard, and she is like fried, like she gets completely sunburned, and he like slowly starts to wake her up. And I love it because they have this like soft and sweet romance, like just for like a week or two while the summer is ending, and then it kind of goes back to school and the more forbidden of the romance kicks in. I personally like this because it starts during the summer and it's just that sweet like summer romance. Like, I always think of that Grease song, like Summer Lovin'. That's exactly what I think of when I picked out some of these books. So I loved this one. It's very angsty too. Like I said, it's a little bit forbidden. There's not a huge age gap. I think she's only 4 or 5 years older than him, but she gets this opportunity to become a professor in her first year, and yeah, all of that happens and it is so good. I love this. Also, it's a hockey romance, so if you want some ice time, that's in there too. So I highly recommend this one for the summer. Another one that is a summer read is Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. I mean, obviously this is the special edition cover and it all takes place like on the beach and stuff like that, but this book opens up with our female character. You see that her brother's best friend, she's trying to like get his attention. It is the summer before they go to college. They just graduated high school. They're spending the, you know, the whole summer at this beach house that their parents have given to them. It's like a group of friends that have stayed together throughout high school, and they're going to college together. And you see that something happens with her brother's best friend and it just doesn't go the way that she wants to. So she goes to college early. She's, you know, living there and doing all this, and she meets Noah at the same time during the summer, but she doesn't really remember him all too much. Like, it was such a brief encounter. And Noah becomes her like one friend in college that she really clings to, and they have this like really interesting dynamic. But then when her brother's best friend Chase comes back into the picture, she kind of feels like conflicted about her feelings between the two of them. So I wouldn't say it's a love triangle, but there's a lot of angsty stuff that happens. There's a lot of just moments where I was caught off guard. I love that they always go back to the beach house whenever things are happening, whenever they all of the friends, they need like a break and a time to like reset. They go to this beach house and they just, you know, have a moment there, and it's like it's like a home away from home for them, and I really loved it. So if you're looking for a more angstier read, definitely check out this book. I love this. I thought it was great. Another one I want to mention is actually kind of like, I wouldn't say like a cozy mystery because it's definitely not a cozy mystery, but it has like that vibe, okay? And it's My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey. So I feel like this book doesn't get the same hype as like some of her other books, but when I read this book, I had a great time with it. So our female character, she moves into this rental house in like I think it's like in Maine, in Cape Cod or whatever, and she finds a corpse there. She finds a corpse in this house and she freaks out, and this like detective comes to help figure out like the case, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna help you. And it's their romance. So like, that's why I said it's a little bit of a cozy mystery, but it's when she's on vacation and, you know, there's this like romantic suspense. There's like a suspense element that I'm not a romantic suspense girly, but I actually did enjoy this book. I had a really good time with it. So if you're looking just for like that fun vacation-y read that's a literal, like, it's really short. This is like 250 pages. Definitely check out this one by Tessa Bailey. I don't know if this one's been picked up. I know a lot of her books have been, but I read this when it was still indie, so yeah, I actually really enjoyed this. So just one to throw out there if you like a little bit of a suspense, kind of trying to figure out like a who did it type thing, but also a very spicy, good time with that. The next one we have is an Emily Henry book. And I have read 3 books by Emily Henry and I actually had a hard time figuring out which one I wanted to talk about. And you're gonna think, oh, it must be the new one. No, it's Happy Place. So while this is my second favorite Emily Henry book, I actually think that for the summer, like if you want to take this on vacation with you, I really think that this book is actually perfect for that because our characters actually go on vacation themselves in this book. So you see this group of friends, they're a group of girlfriends, they all go to the same vacation house every summer for like a week or two. They do the same things, they have like Taco Tuesday, they go to the same places in that town, and I think it's like super cute the way they have this like really core friendship group. But one of the friends invites the ex of our main female character. They don't know that they're, you know, they're not engaged anymore, they've broken up, they've moved out, like they don't know anything. So basically they have to fake their relationship that they really never talked about how it ended. Like they both never really got closure, but so they're both forced to put on this like happy smiles and all of this stuff because everyone thinks that everything's okay. I personally really love this. I had a great time with this book. I love the pink, and I think for like a summer read, this is just like hits. Obviously, I loved Funny Story. That's my favorite, but I feel like I've recommended that a lot. But if you want to go through some of Emily Henry's backlist, definitely check out Happy Place. Another one that does take place during the summer is The Summer We Fell by Elizabeth O'Rourke. This one is a flashback romance where there are a lot of flashbacks and it's telling the past and the present at like the same time. So when they both of our characters go back to their hometown, when they find out the person who raised them is like passing away and dying, and they have to have someone take over for what she does, like for a foster, like a safe house type thing, they're forced back together and they're forced to like, especially a female character, she's forced to like relive a lot of these like memories that start coming up again, like memories that she kind of like wanted to leave in the past and not, you know, think about anymore. I personally love this. It is a very, very, very angsty book. And it's one of those things where it's the right person, wrong time. You know, at the time she's dating his best friend. And, you know, it's just like they see something in each other that's like tortured and they have trauma, but they don't really want to recognize it at that moment in time. And then things happen and they go their separate ways. And now that they're back together, they're like reminiscing about that a little bit in like a weird way. That's why it's called The Summer We Fell, not The Summer We like fall, because it's like, you know, part of the past. Anyway, I really love this book. If you're looking for a very, very angsty read, definitely check out this book. I love this. I love this book so much. And the last one I want to talk about is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I mean, this is a brand new book that came out. So if you are caught up on a lot of these books and you haven't read this new release by Abby Jimenez, I highly suggest you do. I loved this book. It's literally, they have a romance just for the summer. And I feel like it is so relatable for people like our age. Like I'm turning 30 this year. It's like you find something on Reddit and you're like, wow, I kind of relate to that. So our female character goes on Reddit and she finds out that this guy, you know, is struggling because every person that he's dated, they break up and they find their happily ever after person after him. And she's like, oh my gosh, that happens to me too. I should get in contact with him. So she's a traveling nurse and they have like this texting kind of thing. It's super cute, like in a millennial way. It's just so adorable. And they kind of, she takes a position because she's a traveling nurse at a town that's where in the town where he lives, and they have this thing that's like, we'll just kind of like fake this relationship for just for the summer, so when we both break up, we'll find our like happily ever after persons after that, like break this curse type of a thing. Well, it doesn't always happen because they fall in love, and it is messy, but it is so good. I really enjoyed this book. Abby Jimenez knows how to write main male characters that are just absolutely amazing, and I love them. So that is all the beach reads I have to share with you. Make sure you check out everyone else's video. You can let me know if you have any beach reads in the description box below. I would love to know. For the emoji, drop me a beach themed emoji. The waves, a beach, an umbrella, a sun, anything like that. Drop it in the comments down below. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content from me. As always, I hope you're living a novel life, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.